Hey, this is Al McGee.
What? Oh, sorry.
Wake up, Steve. Wait, it's not that bad. Hey, this is www.yeticket.com, your entertainment ticket. Again, I'm Al McGee. I am a film critic, and this is
Steven Spielberg with Examiner.com. I am also a film critic.
Yeah, but he's asleep. Why you sleep, Steve?
We are talking about the new Steven Spielberg movie, Lincoln.
Hey, that film kept me awake. It felt like I had 2 cups of coffee.
I was awake for it, but let's talk about Lincoln right now.
Yeah, talk about the film Lincoln.
Okay, the movie Lincoln is a biopic, but it's not like Lincoln's entire life.
Only the last 3 months, 4 months of his life.
Right, it's a very specific part of his life, a very significant part. It's when he's pushing to pass the 13th Amendment of our Constitution. If you don't know,
that's to free my ancestors, my kinfolks.
That's right. So, in case you don't know your history, which is okay, not everyone knows all the amendments. Also, it's this movie takes place, so it's like 4 years into the Civil War, 2 years after his re-election. So it's a very poignant time in his life, and you're going to learn something here because, especially after we just had our last election, believe it or not, during this time, the Republicans were the ones who really pushed to get this 13th Amendment passed. It was the Democrats that fought so hard against it.
The Southern Democrats. In fact, it was the Northern Republicans who wanted to free the slaves and to make this state a great union. I'm talking about the United States because, the South wanted to succeed. But again, the movie Lincoln, I totally enjoyed it. What about you?
I really didn't. My problem with Lincoln was I thought it was, there's a lot of talking in this movie.
Of course there's going to be a lot of talking. Remember, it's about Lincoln last 3 or 4 months of his life, and he's discussing all this with all the compadres that he had to get everything done.
Yes, but I just felt, this is a great, first of all, don't mistake me. Acting-wise, it is phenomenal. Daniel Day-Lewis as Lincoln is amazing. Sally Field is his wife.
As Mary Todd Lincoln.
Basically, you're going to see Oscar nominations out of the way. Daniel Day-Lewis, a lock. Sally Field, a lock. Tommy Lee Jones, a lock. They are all getting nominated for the performances. It is phenomenally acted. I just was bored out of my skull, Al. All I heard was a monologue after monologue, especially from Lincoln. At one point, and I think you're almost joking about it, because at one point, one character's like, "No, don't tell me another story," Lincoln, and runs away.
But that's why I enjoyed it, because that really showed me Lincoln a new part, because I read a lot of books about Lincoln, but this showed me Lincoln how he was. He was a person trying to be personal to the people around him, but also he had some great wisdom, because you got to realize Lincoln was self-educated, but talking to people around him, and the people around him was talking to, you learn a lot about them and their personalities, because remember, that's what they had back then.
Right. Well, the thing is,
they couldn't pick up no telephone.
That's true.
They couldn't pick up an iPhone.
I know that, but listen, this is a Spielberg film, and I am a great fan of Steven Spielberg. He really is a popcorn filmmaker, and he was greatly popular about it. And then he started making some great films. Then he started making films outside his comfort zone, some great ones. He made The Color Purple. He made Saving Private Ryan. He made Schindler's List, and all
great movies.
Right, but then again, he made Always. He made Amistad, and
Amistad was good,
and he made War Horse, which was boring to me.
Boring. It wasn't boring to me.
So a lot of these movies, and I think he's just always trying to say, "Hey, I can be serious too." And Steven, we know you can be serious. You're a great director, but and I felt, and everyone is, and I understand maybe I wasn't more into it because I said, it's about,
I was more into it because, again, I'm a type of person, I love history. I'm a type of person that I like to see, someone at least try to give me some type of realism into their life, even though we know it's going to be an hour or two, a 2-hour type of film, trying to, put all these days together in this piece of film. And I think Spielberg did a great job with this, and I wasn't bored at all because the action was going on in the Senate, and also what was going on in the war. And only that, it really showed that all the battles that Lincoln has to fight, not just in the Senate, not just in the battlefield, also in his own bedroom with Mary Todd Lincoln.
Yeah, no, there's some great scenes in the movie, Al, and
his son too. I forgot his son too,
by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, another guy who's really rising in star lately. And maybe I don't know if it's because I'm not African. You're African American. You said it's about your a great point in your ancestry.
Well, it's not only that. Again, it's the filmmaker, the way he presented this film, and the way he presented Lincoln.
Right, and I said,
And Daniel Day-Lewis. He made me believe he was Lincoln.
Oh, I believed he was Lincoln, and if Lincoln, and like I said, but I just felt it was just talking and talking and talking, and I felt
it wasn't a cowboy. It wasn't a cowboy movie.
I know, I don't need all, but you can still accomplish so more. I think it's a 2 hour and 20-minute movie. You probably could have made it into a 2 hour movie. Yes, you could, and still be just as effective. I just think he just wanted to let these guys go on and on. I mean, the script just had to be pages and pages and pages of dialogue.
Exactly, and that dialogue again was captivating, and that dialogue was, to me, was fresh, and I really enjoyed the banter that they had.
Sometimes it was, but sometimes it was. I mean,
I was never bored, and also I didn't feel like I was watching PBS. I felt I was watching a great film.
Well,
How many palm trees you gonna give this?
2 out of 4, Al.
I'm giving it 4 palm trees out of 4. Lincoln's a great film. I feel everyone should go see this film about our 16th president. This is a very good film, a great film by Spielberg. And you said it's just average.
It's average. It's average. I don't.
Okay.
I think put it this way, if you didn't like Warhouse, you won't like this. I think if you are into that kind of film, it is Bayek. It is our history. You might enjoy it more. It's definitely for a more mature crowd. If you're a teen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you're a bunch of 14, 15-year-olds looking to go out to the films, this is not a.
But if you are a 14, 15-year-old, you can really sit down and you can gather a lot instead of reading all the books that I read in my entire life. So, Lincoln, great film.
Average film.
I'm Al McGee.
Stephen Leibowitz.
Hey, this is your entertainment ticket, www.yeticket.com.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. Yeticket.com. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right.